What is up, everybody? This is Carlos with Carlos Power Media, and today we're going to do a reaction. I was asked to do this reaction, so the name of this reaction is The Greatest Woman Spoken Word. So I'm excited to see what this was about or is about. So let's get into this. I am going to be very unbiased. I am going to look at it for what it is and react to it. Here we go.
You know, something must be wrong when almost every single song has sex as its basis.
Yes, it do.
When rap stars get famous after making lyrics that are shameless. When a woman is expected to sleep with a man who doesn't even know what her name is. And when artists are paid to degrade the very women that have made them. To the point they are nothing more than pieces of plastic that we can dispose of once they are no longer attractive. It's sickening and sadistic that this world's become so misogynistic.
Right.
And you can call me unrealistic, but just listen to the statistics.
Oh, you're right.
7 in 10 men view porn, while over 75 million are addicted. 68 million requests a day for pornographic pictures, making 1 in 4 searches sexually related. It's like nobody even knew she existed until she got naked, degraded and abused over and over again just to gain millions of views. It's a shame we've subdued to a definition of beauty which is so misconstrued as we judge each other's looks off of Facebook likes, Instagram pictures to filter off what we really look like. See, we are so obsessed with our outside, we have slowly lost sight of who we really are.
Oh my God, this is the truth. I've been saying the same thing.
I mean, it's sad to see so many teens lose their self-esteem. Looking at these magazines thinking they have to look like what they see. Please, you are worth much more than a 2D image on a screen. You are a living, breathing human being. If only you knew what you really mean. Just look into your history books and begin to read of all the girls in the world who were capable to achieve, and you will surely see with certainty females like Fatima al-Fihri, who opened the first ever university, Rufayda al-Islamiyya, the first nurse to perform surgery, and Aisha bint Abi Bakr, the greatest female scholar in eternity. It's a shame you probably haven't even heard of these great female prodigies. Honestly, we don't need to give up our modesty in order to be successful. For you are worth much more than a commodity that is sexual. You have so much more potential.
Oh my God, I said the same thing.
Your worth. You could be like the greatest of all women to have walked this earth. Like Mary, the mother of Jesus, chosen by Allah to be an example for the believers, a woman who stood strong even when she was abused, falsely accused and ridiculed for things she'd never ever do, so it didn't really matter when there was nobody else beside her, for she knew that God was Ar-Razzaq and her ultimate provider, and she had a trust in Him alone. Just like Asiya, the wife of Fir'aun, a woman who was brave and courageous, stood up for what was right and didn't let anybody change this. A woman who was fearless and laughed.
Same thing happened with Esther.
For she gave up the riches of this life for a palace in the next. Next up, Khadija, the mother of the believers, a wealthy merchant who had nurtured the Prophet for over 25 years, his first wife, the love of his life, and the mother of his kids. She was the first to believe in him when nobody else ever did. She just is. Beyond any words that can make you understand. So much so that even Allah sent her His salam. She was grand and Allah assured her. Just like her daughter, Fatima, the master of all women in paradise. A woman who would shine so bright she was nicknamed as Zahra, the splendid one with the most generous of hearts. A woman who gave up so much of her food she had no choice but to fast. She would fight on behalf of her father even as a little girl.
That's right.
And such are the examples of the greatest woman in the entire world. And it had nothing to do with how they looked, but for who they truly were. So ignore the standard of success defined by society, when God has said that the best of mankind are those who have piety, regardless of your shape, your color, or your race. For God does not look at your bodies, nor does he look at your face. Rather, he looks towards your heart and checks your faith. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the people say or who they think you are, when you could be like the greatest of all women.
This is incredible. This guy, the words and the lyrics to what he have to say is so true. I have been saying this for a long time, even in dreams that I had in 2016 and early 2017, and a lot of this stuff that I saw in dreams, first thing I had to do was go tell my mother. And then I told my sister, because I have a family that, you know, is very spiritually inclined and have relationships with our Creator as well. And we were raised in the Word. We were raised in the church and to know right from wrong. But I tell you, this guy is incredible. He is. I remember the first time on the very first video I saw of him, I was like, this guy got it. He got it. Because one thing that I do know, if you have that word hidden in your heart, I don't care what's going on around you, above you, or up under you. It has to come to submission. And the whole purpose of the word being in your heart is so you won't sin against God. Man, I'm telling you, this is tight. I love the greatest woman spoken word. Because women, when God created you, he created something truly amazing. Do you know the power that you possess? God has granted you with so much power. And a lot of times these men, they come in your life sometimes just to try to take that power away from you. But God has endowed you with power from up on high. I'm telling you, you have so much power. You need to start using it. And another thing, we have this world where people feel like you have to look this way. You have to have this makeup on your face to be that way. Or you got to be like the celebrities. All of this stuff ain't nothing but an illusion. It's temporary. We didn't come in this world with none of that foolishness, and we're going to leave this world with none of that stuff. So what people are taking on, trying to look like this, trying to dress like that, trying to be like them and those over there, I'm telling you, all of this stuff is only temporary. I had a dream and God showed me so much stuff about things that was going to happen in this world. And when I tell you, I have witnesses that can validate this way before all this stuff started happening. All these things that you see happening in this world and people be like, oh, I can't believe that happened. Trust me, I've seen a lot of this stuff. I had visions of a lot of this stuff way before then. But only thing you can do is tell people, teach people, and let them know about the word and let them go read for themselves and all that, get your understanding. Because who do our understanding come from? The Creator. That's who it comes from. I don't care what anybody say. You can say this over there, say that over there. But when it comes down to the foundation of the word, it only comes from the Creator. I'm telling you, this is amazing. I am very open-minded about so many things when it comes to various religions. And really, I think religion is only a word and only a thing designed to separate everybody. Really, if you ask me, that's what I think it is. And that's just my opinion. I've been raised in the church all my life, and I know the Word of God from the King James Version. I've even seen like the Quran. I've seen that. That's not a book that we particularly use in our church, but The word is the word, and in all that getting, you need to get an understanding. And one of the things I don't like is when people, they look at people of other faiths, they turn to think that they start thinking bad things about different people because they don't believe the way that they believe. You know, you have to get in it and read it for yourself, get the understanding and align to what the word says. So I thought this was incredible. I loved it. And as I stated, I'm not a Muslim. It's not even about Muslim. It's not even about Baptist. It's not even about Pentecostal. I was raised in the Pentecostal church, but it ain't even about all of that. It's about your relationship. What kind of relationship do you have? You know, I can turn around all day and say, oh, I'm a Baptist. Oh, I'm a Muslim. Oh, I'm Pentecostal. Oh, I'm non-denominational. I can be saying that all day. But if I'm not living what I'm professing, there is a problem with that. There is a problem. So you have to get in the word and live by the word and have a relationship with your creator. That is the principles I stand on. Regardless of what anybody say, that's what I stand on. So I really like this. I thought this was amazing. This guy, he's amazing. He's amazing. And I believe that God put this guy on this earth in the season at the timing that he was born and raised in to deliver this message unto us and unto you. Go ahead and comment on the video. Hit that subscription. Subscribe to my channel. I have so many wonderful things that are coming. Again, this is Carlos with Carlos Power Media. You be blessed, stay safe, and see you